All right, welcome everyone. I'm going to be your guide today as we take a tour of a truly special civilization. See, this place has been meticulously engineered for, well, peak performance. It's a world built entirely on one thing: likes and subscribes. Yeah, here, affection is the only currency that actually matters. So this quote right here, this is basically the founding principle of the entire place we're about to see. It really sets the stage for, well, for everything. In this society, you gotta understand, affection isn't just a feeling, it's actual currency. And love? Well, let's just say you'd better remember your password.
Okay, so where do we start our tour? Let's begin at the most fundamental unit of any society, right? The home. Here in what they call Asphaltica 2.0, family life has been, let's just say, optimized.
You see, traditional family dynamics, they've been totally streamlined. If you want to discipline your kid, it actually requires a live stream and a network approval. You need enough thumbs ups from your peers. An infant's first words aren't mama or dada. They're smash that bell icon, mom. Seriously. And what about grandparents? Well, they better hope they're trending on the family algorithm. Otherwise, they're not getting a visit. It's kind of like an old social media profile. If you're not relevant, you just fade away.
All right, moving on from the home, let's head over to the classroom. So you have to wonder, right? How does a society like this shape its next generation? Let's dive into their education system and find out.
Yeah, there's been a total reevaluation of what's actually important. Forget about academic merit. It's all about your follower count now. Critical thinking? Nope, not as important as your viral potential. And historical knowledge? Forget about it. What really matters is mastering what they call trending tab studies.
And here's how that actually works in practice. Your class participation grade? It's measured by how many views your TikTok of your homework gets. The valedictorian isn't the kid with the highest GPA, it's the one who landed a sponsorship from Mountain Dew. And history? Well, if it wasn't flogged, did it even really happen? Good question.
So naturally, this whole philosophy seeps into everything, especially personal relationships. So how do people even connect with each other? And what does it do to their mental health in a world that's just one big public performance?
Well, for starters, friends are chosen based on their collab potential. It's not about trust, it's about a strategic alliance. And you don't really have private conversations, you have live streams with a live, commenting audience. And that deep feeling of being totally alone? Oh, that's not loneliness. Here, they just call that a shadow ban.
I mean, even the most private, intimate moments are just packaged for public consumption. A breakup isn't something you do in person. No, it's content. You gotta have the perfect clickbait title, right? We need to talk, followed by gone wrong, emotional, 3 a.m. For maximum engagement, of course.
And you might be wondering about mental health. Well, it's mostly handled through rebranding. You know, a profound, crippling emotional state like depression, it's just relabeled. Here, it's called content fatigue. See? It's not a health crisis anymore. It's just a productivity problem.
The whole approach to care is, well, it's chillingly bureaucratic. So step one, you go to a therapist and their first question isn't, how are you feeling? It's, what's your engagement rate? Step two, suicide hotlines have been completely replaced with community guidelines. And step three, if you break those guidelines, a moderator can literally issue you a 30-day ban from feelings. But, you know, not everyone sees this as progress. An outside group, the Auroran Council, they took a long look at the society, and they had a very different take on it. Their assessment? They called it a prison of dopamine.
Their judgment was blunt. It cut straight to the heart of the matter. They said, you turned friendship into a follower count. You made childhood a competition for clicks.
And they didn't stop there. The critique went even deeper. They argued that family had been transformed into a simple subscription plan. And this wasn't civilization. It was, in their words, a prison of dopamine loops.
And their final conclusion? It's pretty devastating. They called it a kingdom of hollow applause, where the only sacred word is subscribe. And because of that, the council declared they are poorer than any beggar.
And that is where our tour ends, with one last exhibit for you to look at. It's a mirror. Because the point of all this isn't just to look at some bizarre, satirical world. It's to ask ourselves a really simple and maybe pretty uncomfortable question. How much of this society is already here?